Welcome back.
I've never felt like so mentally level. I've never felt like thinking this will last forever. They're just with me. You gotta tell them you can all over me. When stars smile and move, wonder how look in your eyes, just dialing your. I've never felt like so mentally level. I've never felt like thinking this will last forever. They're just with me. You gotta tell them you can all over me. When stars smile and move, wonder how look in your eyes, just dialing your mind.
Sup, dude?
So that's what happened on the night of the 7th. It was a difficult operation.
I see. They're getting tougher. But it's not all bad news. I called today's meeting because...
I'm sorry. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Mitsuru-senpai something.
Me?
Since I've joined, so many things have happened. I went along with it without really understanding what was going on. But now I need to know. I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, senpai? You act like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour and Tartarus. But they're related to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
Yukari-chan. There was an explosion near our school, and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But around the same time, a large number of students were recorded as absent. Seems like more than just a coincidence.
What do you mean?
I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. The students who were absent, they all collapsed suddenly and had to be hospitalized. Sound familiar? You know, like the girls who bullied Fuka. There has to be an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you must know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. It just never seemed relevant. But...
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right, I'll tell you the whole story. The shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates that they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies. But what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They would be a source of unimaginable power, wouldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power for something extraordinary.
Like what?
He assembled a team of top scientists, and over several years, he put together an impressive collection of shadows.
Hey, what? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
However, 10 years ago, during the final stages of the experiment, they lost control of the shadow's power, and in the process, the very nature of the world was altered.
Oh my, do you mean?
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour. By their account, the mass of shadows they collected split into several large ones that then dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Is that why they've appeared in different places? Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. That's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then, those students who were hospitalized.
I'm afraid it's just as you're thinking. Port Island must have been an ideal location for them. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could do as they pleased. As you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekukan High School.
Does that mean all we've been doing is cleaning up their mess? You lied to us? You knew, too, didn't you, Senpai? They've just been using us. Or do you not care as long as you get to fight?
Never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like. It was my decision not to share that information. I'm sorry. I never intended to deceive you. Convincing you to join C's was my highest priority. As absurd as it may seem, only we, with our personas, can fight the shadows.
How could you?
Besides, some of us were never given a choice.
Mitsuru, don't.
Yukari, it's those in the past who are to blame, and they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But...
It's been 10 years since that incident. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But since they're active, at least we can find and destroy them. Do you realize what this means? What if I told you that those 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
And then if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly! That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See, it's good news, isn't it?
Is that true?
There's evidence to support it. Now, our true battle begins.
I see.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to just wait for them.
Indeed.
And there are many mysteries still surrounding Tartarus. Why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answer must lie within it.